Today we're going to talk about commitment. In a world where divorce and lack of commitment is like an epidemic, I think this topic is very powerful. And I remember my parents talking about the moment they met, they were really young, how they committed to each other. My grandparents married extremely young. My grandmother had her first child when she was 16. And it's interesting how they stick with each other. And they could never imagine breaking up their marriages or walking away from each other. And I realized that this is a matter of belief system. It's a matter of mentality. And mentality changes through time as we also change, and the civilizations are evolving when it comes to the way we think and the way we relate to each other. And in a world in which we all want independence, in a world in which women want to stand up for themselves, of course, commitment has a new take. Now, the word commitment comes from two words, from Latin words, com and mittere, which means to give yourself. It's almost like you give yourself to another person. And I will talk to you a little bit about the four golden rules of commitment. And again, commitment has different meanings for uh, every one of us. So probably for you, commitment means sacrificing for other people. Commitment means loyalty, devotion, dedication. For some men, commitment means paying a bill, and you're sad. You just do the right thing because you pay the bills, and that's what commitment is all about. And for other people, just commitment means that extraordinary love that is inside you, because we all have the love inside ourselves. There's plenty of love, and our love is reflected in the other person, in our partner. And we don't actually need extra love. We just have to give our inner love, and that's a lot of love to give. But why people are so afraid to commit in the world today, and why the marriage mentality, the commitment mentality is so different versus the way it was 50, 100, 150 years ago, and where we going? And again, what are the rules of commitment, the so-called golden rules of commitment? I'm going to talk to you about the first golden rule of commitment, which is self-commitment. Identify by using other words into what we all know being your self-love. If you don't commit to you, how you expect somebody to commit to you? If you don't, commitment to yourself means if you don't take care of you, if you don't appreciate yourself, if you don't value yourself, if you don't take care of your health, of your way of living. So very significant to commit to yourself, because if you commit to yourself the right way, then you will definitely attract somebody who will commit to you long terms, and with all the elements, all the positive elements of a true and genuine and authentic commitment. Because you can commit the wrong way, or you can commit to somebody but in an insufficient way. Just commit for a short period of time, or commit just in a way that is not actually uh, um, defining the concept of commitment. So there's a lot to talk about this, but I just want to give you the golden rules. So self-commitment. Another golden rule is forgiveness in a relationship, because we're talking love commitment, of course. You have to forgive your partners if you really have commitment long term. If you don't forgive, start to argue, then there is no way your relationship will survive commitment in time. Um, Another thing is evolution of commitment, because we evolve in a relationship. We are not the same people that we were in the moment we got married, in the moment we decide to say yes, in the moment we agree to commit to each other. And if we're not evolving in the same way, then we will actually acknowledge that a commitment is becoming, it's like a marriage is becoming affected by the evolving in different direction. So that's why it's important to communicate. It's important to create that intimate emotional connection in a couple relationship, so that commitment is valued the right way, is always discussed, is always equal, because in an era in which women fight for their rights for equality to men, the word commitment is should be seen in the same way by men and women. So when we say, well, we commit to ourselves and to the marriage and to our kids and to the responsibility, we should commit to many things that integrate into the whole idea of making a marriage and making a relationship absolutely successful and long lasting. Of course, always remember that when you commit to somebody, you don't have to allow external influences. You have to work very hard to the magic of commitment, and always plan things ahead and find new adventures, so that the marriage always has an extra excitement and energy. So I said the magic of commitment is extremely powerful. In case you have ideas about commitment, feel free to write me to Carmen Harra at AOL, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Carmen Harra. Be my friend on social media, on YouTube, Instagram, and let me know your opinion, because as I said, this is a major topic. So let's work it out. Let's make commitment survive this difficult time and make it a beautiful thing. So Carmen Harra, thank you so much for watching.